off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just laying.
Tonight on EA Sports, Super Bowl 62.
It's been a tumultuous 2 weeks, but it is finally time for football as we're underway in Super Bowl 62. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get them going.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff as they run left side. And this will be a Bears 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Play action. It's Fields. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Hands it off out of the gun. And some space here. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 48 yards rushing for him now on their opening drive of this Super Bowl. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
On play action, Fields. They'll roll him out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Joey Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least she gets something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man. Complete. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on. There is a flag down. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 84 yards. And the Chargers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. There they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And this will be a Bears first down as they'll take this up to the 38-yard line. In motion left comes Brown. Off play action, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang to
now a first down throw, Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Second down and 5. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So that does it for the first quarter of Super Bowl 62. Back in a moment. 7-3 the score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. 2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. Play fake, now Fields to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 93 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Right back to him on first down. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Herbert. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense overcommitting. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
Herbert off of play action. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And a solid run down inside the 30. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards as his guys have now moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 115 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He's going deep for Brown. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now it's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 45 yards. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. He'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Isaiah Pacheco, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bears have yet again retaken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Fields on third down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do it.
And that's caught inside the 35. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Herbert on 3rd down now. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Touchdown, Chargers. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers will extend their third quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Fields. He'll buy some time right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Porter. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, it's Fields. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Hands it off out of the gun. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And now here's a carry heading left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chargers are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to... Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Fields. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Fields. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. It's been a fun one through 3. It always is. The final quarter of Super Bowl 62 is coming your way next. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
Fields now to throw. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Fields. He's going deep for Brown. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
4th down, Fields has to have this one. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is going to have the Bears' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. High throw, but the catch is made. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They'll try to run this one in. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 80 yards rushing for him now. A big part, no doubt, of why they lead in this Super Bowl.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
To throw is Fields. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, check Mike. Watch it, blue down.
Off play action. Fields. He's going to let it fly. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Mike, 55.
They snap it to Fields.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Check, cross.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Hey, switch gears.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On second down, they'll run it here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And the Bolts have done it. The Los Angeles Chargers are the Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
I'm the best, I'm the best.